The OBSBOT Meet 2 captures excellent 4K video quality and features a half-inch CMOS sensor and a fast 1.8 aperture. Now, currently, this is the smallest 4K webcam on the market today, and it's available in these 3 fun colors: cloud white, space gray, and aurora green. The OBSBOT supports 4K 30 and 1080p 60, both in vertical and horizontal formats, and it's really ideal for streamers, content creators, or basically anyone who wants a webcam that offers really superior quality to the camera built into your computer and lots of control. Now, the OBSBOT has a slew of AI-powered features, including multiple framing controls to center your subject, the ability to use a wide, medium, or a narrow function for the framing of your subject, as well as a full 4x digital zoom. It also has upper body mode, close-up mode, and group mode, where the camera will automatically adjust to get the person centered and framed properly. For those of you who want to have a lot of control over your webcam, the OBSBOT Center app can be downloaded, and it'll control every part of your webcam or webcams if you're a streamer or YouTuber and you want multiple angles. And this is where I was really impressed with this webcam. The app itself is really intuitive, it's easy to set up, and it offers a ton of control that photographers and content creators are going to absolutely love. First, the OBSBOT has phase detect autofocus with a 4x digital zoom, and the autofocus really does work quite well, although I did find that it hunted for my face a little bit now and again. Additionally, the webcam has 2 omnidirectional microphones built right in with auto gain control and noise reduction, and that works pretty well too. I'm going to show you a sample coming up in this review. In addition, the OBSBOT has an extensive amount of image editing controls, including 2 autofocus modes, face or global, auto as well as manual exposure controls that let you change the shutter speed, the ISO, the white balance, and a lot of other things too, including contrast, saturation, sharpness, and hue. Now, for those of you who want to polish your appearance in your videos, the OBSBOT also has a full retouch menu that will do everything from smooth your skin to narrow your face, but a little bit more on that later. This is simple to use, and I love that about it. I was really pleased with how simple the camera was, not just to set up, but then to use. And you have the option to either just use it standalone or to download the app, so you can do whatever you want with it if you don't want to have another app on your computer. The first time that I plugged this into my MacBook, Zoom immediately recognized it, it registered, and then I was able to use it in my Zoom meeting without any issue. Easy, and it looked great too. So for those of you who don't want to fiddle around with apps and things like that, you'll really appreciate the plug-and-play nature of this. And the clip that comes with it is really easy and intuitive to use because it just magnetizes to the top of the camera, and then you just put it right on the top of your computer. If you choose not to download the OBSBOT Center, however, you are missing out on a lot of the great features, some of which I already mentioned. And using the app itself is as simple as can be. It has an intuitive and really well laid out design, and the image editing tools and sliders that we photographers are, of course, familiar with from using any of our favorite image editing programs are going to be instantly recognizable. At the top of the app window, there's 4 squares numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's because you can add 4 cameras to your OBSBOT system. And you can just press on those numbers to cycle from one camera to the next, which is super cool. And adjusting the settings via the app can be done easily in the panel. Everything is really clearly labeled, and it's easy to figure out. Even the icons are very intuitive, so I didn't need to read or look up anything. It was simple. Now, the retouch menu is also kind of cool and funny. It has a bunch of tools, like you can narrow or widen your various features, whiten teeth, slim your body. You can even apply makeup. So for those of you who want to tweak your appearance a little bit, on your meeting or in your stream, the OBSBOT has you covered. Now, in the box, the OBSBOT Meet 2 comes with a magnetic mounting clip. It comes with an extra long USB-C cable with an A adapter, as well as all the paperwork, plus a lens cap, and that's basically it. All right, so to conclude, this is a great little webcam. The minute that I plugged it into my computer and started using it, I found that not only is this a really well-made item, like it looks super cool, they're adorable. If you're a podcaster and you want to have multiple angles, it's super cool because it's so easy to use. The app works really well and the quality is good. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it over to showing you in my same setup here. And this video that you're watching is being filmed on a Canon R5 and a 50mm f1.2. So super, super expensive camera equipment, like top of the line equipment. So it's going to look great. But I want you to see what this looks like, and I want you to hear what it sounds like, and then we will look at a couple of the app controls, so hang in there. And you can see the 4K looks pretty darn good. It does look nice. And let me see if I can just get that exposure. This looks pretty good. Quality is good. It's gonna lag behind. It might start going crazy, and so that's why I didn't want to do too much 4K, but I wanted you to see what the footage looks like. Here's 4K on the OBSBOT. Okay, so here's a sample of the footage, and this is in 720p and 30 frames per second, because I couldn't get it to sync up right to record it in 4K. It kept lagging, so that's something. But it did say in the software that it could be due to your computer speed, so there's that. So couldn't figure that out. Here's the footage. This is auto exposure. It looks pretty good, and the app has a bunch of features, like you can zoom in if you want to get closer. You can get real close. It has a wide, which is good for the framing I have here now, and I have it clipped on just to the top of my laptop, and that's why it's a little shaky. And then if I shut off the auto exposure, you can actually manually adjust it as well. So if you want to tweak the shutter speed, like say you want to go a little darker, a little lighter, you can do that. You can also adjust manually the color temperature, which is cool. Like if it felt a little cool to me, I can warm it up a little bit if you want a little warmer skin tone. So that's pretty cool. And then you can adjust the contrast, the saturation, that kind of stuff. Now, the other thing you can do is you can go into, as I mentioned, the retouch menu. And if you do that, you have a bunch of silly controls that you might like. But look at that. So I just turned it on, and you can smooth your skin. Check this out. Look at that. No skin tone at all. I can smooth my skin. I can slim my face. Look at that. There's unslim, and I'm slim now. Look a little gaunt. I can narrow my face. Now my eyes look huge. My face looks narrow. It's crazy. But, I mean, these are silly, these little features. But if you're concerned about your appearance, you want to tweak it just a little bit, you can probably just touch those sliders very, very slightly, and it could be okay. Then it has bokeh, which was working well, but now you can see around my hat, it's getting a little funky. If the camera's a little further away, it seemed to work better. See that? Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the color, the gray on the gray might be throwing it off. But it doesn't look terrible, the bokeh. There's without, there's with, and that's it. There you go. All right, well, that's basically it. That's all I have for you today. If you found this review helpful, check out my links in the description below. If you're a photographer looking for coaching and mentoring, I have a mentoring group. Check that out. And check out B&H Photo. They are one of my best sponsors. I love them. They do a lot of good for my channel. They help out small creators like me. And without further ado, here's wishing you all an awesome day. Go out, take some great pictures. I'll see you in the next review or whatever the video tends to be. Peace. There it is. Peace.